Hello everybody, it is Badger Wild and we are back with another Space Engineers ship review video. This time reviewing a ship from a creator we have covered in the past. They are known as Pirotix, I believe is his name, off the top of my head. And there has been this bit of a controversy of he built the light super carrier, and everyone was like, it's light super carrier, what is a big ship? And so, well, we have one of these today. And it is the BA Oblivion-Class Dreadnought. And we're going to give this thing a like today. In the description, do not expect too much from this ship. Its main role is to be a super weapon and not much else. It can barely fly in ammo and has very little Gatling guns. So yes, it requires basically the entire DLC packs. Pirotix, I believe is how to say that name. I butcher names constantly, so don't hold it against me. But, yeah, this is mostly a gigantic ship. And one that looks like it'd be pretty easy to print off if you were wanting to build a long, thin ship that could go out and do some stuff. This is one of those classes of ships, I would say, if you got a bunch of friends and you want to play together, this would be a good ship to do it with. It has a whole lot of things going with it. That ring, for one thing, is just bringing this entire design. It's normally if it wasn't for the ring, this would be kind of a constant ship. You'd sit there and say, well, yeah, you would miss it, but with that ring on it gives it a very nice look. I do like the ring on it. From the outside, we can see we've got lots of small hydrogen thrusters. We also have several small hydrogen thrusters in the front nose of this, as well as, let me hit my lights here so when we get close we can see stuff. We also have lots of detail, breaking up all those straight angles, having only the straight lines when we want them. And then running up to these areas where we have just batteries of artillery. So this thing pretty much just gets next to your enemy and just starts pounding away at it with all these artillery guns. It's also got several assault cannons. Are these assault cannon variants? No, more artillery. So we've got tons of artillery on this thing to start shooting with. And I believe these are artillery turrets as well. This is just something to pull up next to another bigger ship and just pound it into oblivion. As a friend of mine one time said, to just pound it like a $2 whore. And this ship is this ship is effectively pulling out the big D energy. I mean, it's amazing. We see we've got all these nice sensor pods right here, making use of the new antenna and the new beacon pods. We've also got, what is that up in here? A series of rail guns. So this, wait, is that on all of those? Oh wow, we're bringing some real big D energy to this one. So yeah, this thing gets in front and fires. It's going to be hitting you apparently with an entire array. 4 separate arrays of railguns are going to be pounding into you, as well as all these extra cannons. You are going to be in some serious. You're going to be sore, as Steven Seagal says. You're going to need ointment for the hole that hurts the most. Going on the back here, we've got several good large size thrusters to get this thing going, to get it moving. We've got a nice superstructure here. Built external superstructure. I love it when people do this with a ship. And then the detailing here, a good combination of the sci-fi block series and the weldless blocks and the clean armor as well. No, that's not clean armor. That is the carbon fiber look. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Then we have a series of hangars in the back for some small ships. I believe this thing carries up to 4. And then we have a nice big massive thruster bank on the back with this very interesting jump drive system here exposed, which just looks absolutely cool and amazing. So enough of the outside, let's go take a look at the inside of this bad boy. You can see we've got cannons and a few Gatling guns on top just for some defensive measure and capability. Like he said, this is, and I would speculate this is a ship that you're going to take in and you're going to go in and just start, like I said, pound the other guy like a $2 whore. That's what you're going to be doing with this ship. So let's go in here and look at the internals of this ship, because one of the things that Pirotix does very well, automatic door closing, points, man, you are getting points today, is he does interiors amazingly well. In here in the first part of this, we see we've got an entire interior. We've got mostly what appears to be crew quarters. We've got everything we need, locker space. We've got all of the bathrooms and everything. Not a whole lot of sounds up here because there ain't a whole lot going on here. But we're going to find out more as we go along the back end. Now, if I were to go down here, and every deck level is separated by this stair-step system, which I'm going to have to utilize more of. We have more, we have a gravity generator down here. We have lots of piping and stuff and access to our internals. One of those internals is our gyros that is going to control the ship as we move it. We have another level we can go down. And we're going to head down here, which is going to take us to the lower half of our main power generation, which is going to have us accessing pipes and warfare batteries. This just gives us access to every little thing that's here so we can maintain and make sure. So we have that. Up above us are a series of reactors, so that's a great thing to have on this. Let's go back up here. And very easy to get around this ship too. So we come back up to the next floor. See, we got more beds and more storage, more crew quarters and all that. Open this up. And we have the next level, which gives us some more access to more equipment. This is a 3-level engine room. Okay, it is very well built out, and there are some features on this that are just amazing when you get to see it. So we go over here and we hop into this area. As we are going through, we'll be taken up to a second gravity generator. Yes, the ship is so long it needs 2 gravity generators. You know you're doing something good. We come to our main hangar bay, which has some cool features in its own right. So the main hangar bay has a series of ladders. We can mount one ship here and another ship there. So if you put connectors on top and bottom of your fighter craft, you're going to be able to load a craft up top and a craft on bottom, giving you 4 craft total. And then you have this nice little ladder you can climb up and jump into your ship if you want to, or you can access the ship down here. You also have your jump drive back here in this nice little compactly designed system that you can go into. Love the design of this, which makes the jump drive look bigger and beefier than it already is. So that's a plus. That's also a plus. Like I said, Pirotix makes some really cool ships that are aesthetically pleasing to the eye and look like they'd be pretty functional. So going up here, we have our main hangar area. We can easily just access a hangar and open it up. And you can see we can just open everything here nice and easily. Not that big a deal. And we can open all this. Whichever ship is launching, we can open up the hangar corresponding to which side. Continuing on, we'll head on back here and go up to the next level. Now there are 2 access ways which will give you access to each level, both ways, and this is just one of them. So up here we've got kind of an emergency CIC or engineering or electrical engineering area. We've got programmable blocks, event controllers, all that good stuff up here. If you want to add programming to your ship, make it work, we've got the automatic door script running right over here, which I believe that's whips. We also have a nice little auxiliary command chair and some nice, I forget what these are, cryotubes. Yes, cryotubes. That's what we have here going on. And this interior is just nice because the way the blocks are set in, it makes the interiors of Pirotix's ships feel very open. This is why I think we've never seen a Corvette. If he's got a Corvette, I would love to see it. So if Pirotix, if you're watching, send me a Corvette thing onto the Discord and I'll take a look at it. And I may even review that because I wanted to see what a Corvette from you looks like. Well, we've got more turret control blocks here, probably for some custom turrets we did not see out there. And this is the look down into the main engineering, and look how beautiful that looks. Let me just turn off the light here. And you're looking down to this ambient light of the engine bay, kind of like an overlordish kind of thing. Gives the engineer a feeling of authority and stuff, and makes everyone down there, you would have this sense of authority with the guy up top giving you commands and stuff to keep the ship running. You can see the guy coming over here, main engineer coming over and stating that one of the reactors is down, it needs to be repaired. One of the things about this ship, I could see it being used cinematically, because you have all these nice areas, nice big areas also, where you can have some great camera angles. I think I've mentioned this in Pirotix's builds. They look like they would make great machinima ships. Just awesome looking vessels that you could create some really cool looking scenes in and make them work very well. So going on through here, we have a resting area with a space coke. I believe yeah, space coke. That's what we got right there. The good old space coke in the glass, so everybody can, you know, get the good stuff going on. Now we enter into another level underneath. This is another main CIC, and the main CIC has 2 levels. We've got the CIC members down here, which is probably an external helm and just some areas so you can go in and access a few panels and whatnot. We also have a projector, which makes this kind of a double, this area double as a smaller CIC and a sort of like a lower level CIC and a prepping area for officers to check out, sort of like a tactical room almost, I would say. That's connected to the main CIC, which is upstairs. And this takes you up to the main bridge, nothing in the back there. Push a button and you're here in the main bridge. Now there's some things I have not seen on this ship. It's just that big. I can't see everything on it, but we are going to hop inside this thing. You can see I can't pull back enough to see the back end of the ship. This is what we're looking at with the Oblivion right now. Just a very nice big ship. Now we want to see just how effective this thing is at hitting speed. So before we do that, let's check out all the stuff. Number 1 is our railguns. Holy crap, you know that would end somebody real quick. Number 2, I'm not sure what that does. Number 3, cycles targets, I believe. It cycles targeting systems. Number 4, I don't know what that does. Oh, that target locks all the units. Number 5 is a camera, which I think is doing the railguns. Number 6 is also a camera for the railgun, so very nice backup cameras. 8 is an antenna. 9 is the beacon. We also have all of our jump drives. We can open all the hangar doors from here, and that's it. So let's see how fast this thing is. We hit thrust, and not a bad speed for a ship this size. It can get to flanking speed rather quickly. As Captain Adalma often says, go to flanking speed. We are getting there fairly quickly. We're not going to get to ludicrous speed. We're not going to go crazy. But now comes the turn rate. Lift. Let's see how she rolls. She rolls fantastic. So what you're going to be probably doing is using this ship to defend itself from other targets by turning your guns into the target. You see we've hit 100 meters per second, and we're maintaining that with the turn rate, which means this thing is not turning so fast it's losing speed. You see right there, it maintains its speed rather efficiently, and it eventually will arrest itself very well. Turn this down, see what the slowdown rate is of this. Just turn it more forward facing and see how that works, because we are adding a little bit of speed with the side thrusters. There we go. Oh, we've got extra thrusters. Okay, that's awesome. So it does take time to get this thing from top speed to an arresting position. But other than that, a very nice ship and a very fantastic looking ship. Good use of color. That's the thing about Pirex's. I want to say Pitex's. I want to say that's his name. I think I'm butchering it. I don't know. But no, I'm not doing that on purpose. Dude, you make some great looking ships, and it's just the name we can't get. But this is something that I haven't seen too many subgrids to work on it with. I don't see too many subgrids on it. If there are, they're probably just custom built. Dang, my brain's escaping me at the moment. They're probably custom built systems. I have been wanting to build an exploration ship with a ring like this for some time, but I haven't had the time to really get on it and mess with it. But like I said, this is one of those ships that just brings inspiration. It's got a very, very unique look. It kind of gives you Vulcan warship vibes if they were in the Halo universe. Like if Vulcan was helping out Master Chief beat the Covenant, this would be some type of ship they would build. You know, it's got the warp ring that you would see in Enterprise, but it's got the industrial kind of alien flying rifle look that you would see in Halo, and it's a very cool looking ship. Be sure to check it out. There will be a link to this vessel in the description. I know you guys are going to eat this video up because anytime I show off Pirex's ships, you guys just go nuts for them. Anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, remember folks, stay safe, stay frosty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.